Welcome to Vacuum Wars, and to our review of the Shark PowerPro FlexPet Plus cordless vacuum. Shark makes a lot of cordless vacuums across a wide range of prices and performance levels, and this one sits somewhere in the middle of their lineup. It's not their flagship, and it's not their budget option either. We bought one for ourselves and put it through all kinds of tests, and in this video, we'll go over the pros and cons and compare it along the way to our current best budget cordless vacuum pick, the Levoit LVAC 200, which sells for about half the price. Links in the description. And let's get started. First, the basics. The Shark PowerPro FlexPet Plus is a cordless stick vacuum with Shark's PowerFins multi-surface nozzle, which is designed to work on both hard floors and carpets without swapping heads. It comes with two attachments, a crevice tool and an upholstery tool. Like all of Shark's cordless stick vacuums in this style, you access extra suction power by pulling a trigger rather than pressing a button to lock in a higher power mode. Starting off with the pros. And the first one is really worth spending some time on because it's where the Shark PowerPro FlexPet Plus stands out. Its pickup ability. On carpets, it performed nearly flawlessly, picking up everything from fine debris to extra large particles without any issues. On hard floors, it was equally impressive, earning a perfect score by picking up even the largest debris we tested. That's actually one area where it outperformed the Levoit, which could technically pick up some of the largest hard floor debris, but not as consistently as the Shark. In either case, both of these vacuums performed very well where it really counts, picking up debris from the surfaces of hard floors and carpets. Its carpet deep clean results were also good. In that test, where we embed sand into a medium pile carpet and weigh the bin before and after a set number of passes on max power, the Shark PowerPro FlexPet Plus got 96%, which is higher than the 93% average. That's a solid result, and notably, it was the same score as the Levoit LVAC 200. Battery life is another pro. Shark says the PowerPro FlexPet Plus can get 50 minutes on low power, which is above the average of about 45 minutes. In our max power test, we got just over 12 minutes with the floor head attached, which is slightly below average, but right in line with the Levoit LVAC 200. And its battery efficiency score, which combines max power runtime with max power airflow to see how efficiently the battery works with the motor, came in right around average, which is respectable. The battery is also detachable, which is good to see. Its noise was quieter than average at just 74 decibels. The Levoit ran a bit louder at 78 decibels. Another pro, at least when side by side with the Levoit, is that it has an average sized dustbin at 748 milliliters to the Levoit's 580 milliliters. This is a meaningful difference if you're vacuuming a larger space or dealing with a lot of pet hair, preventing frequent stops to empty the bin. The vacuum has what Shark calls floor detect technology. It senses the floor type and automatically adjusts the brush roll speed, which helps optimize battery use and performance without you having to even think about it. The Levoit LVAC 200 does not have this feature. The MultiFlex Wand is also something the Levoit doesn't have. It bends at the wand joint so you can get under furniture you'd otherwise have to move, and it folds the vacuum in half for compact storage or just for resting while you clean. That's a genuinely useful design that Shark has refined over several generations. It also has LED lights on the floor head to spot debris you'd otherwise miss, which is always a nice thing to have. Moving on to the cons, and this is where things get surprising for a Shark in this style. Its raw power was noticeably below average across the board, which isn't what we're used to seeing from Shark. Its wand airflow was below average. Its sealed suction, where we block the hose and measure raw pooling power, came in at 64 inches of water lift, which is well below the average of 73 inches and significantly lower than the Levoit's 82 inches. Its unsealed suction at the floor head was significantly below average at only 0.09 kPa, where the average is 0.58 kPa, and the Levoit hit 0.42 kPa. We want to be transparent about something here. The trigger-based power boost on this vacuum makes testing it consistently on max power more difficult than a vacuum with a lockable max power button. You have to hold the trigger the whole time. We made sure to review the footage carefully to confirm we were capturing it on max power. Even so, the numbers were lower than we expected, and that showed up practically in the Crevice pickup test, where the Shark got 0 out of a possible 4 points, while the Levoit got 3. The filtration result was another surprise, and a significant one. We've come to expect Shark cordless vacuums in this style to pass our fog test. Vacuums like the Vertex, the Stratos, and the Power Detect have all done well here. There was visible fog in our filtration test, and as a result, the Shark PowerPro FlexPet Plus did not end up passing the test. We note that this could involve some variability, but we ran the test carefully and the result was consistent. The Levoit LVAC 200 at half the price passed cleanly. Filtration matters. It determines whether the dust you're picking up stays in the vacuum or gets expelled back into the air, so the results here are meaningful. The handle weight is also above average at 1,624 grams, which is noticeably heavier than the Levoit and above the overall average. That weight is especially noticeable in handheld mode, where the design of these long-handled stick vacuums is already not ideal for above-floor cleaning jobs. Neither of these vacuums is particularly well suited to extended handheld use, but the heavier handle on the Shark makes it the more tiring option. After adding up all the scores, we can't recommend the Shark PowerPro FlexPet Plus at its current price. It picks up debris really well on both surfaces, and it does have real advantages in the auto suction adjustment, the MultiFlex Wand, and the larger dustbin. But for a Shark in this style and price range, the power numbers were a significant letdown, and the filtration issue in particular is something we can't overlook. There are plenty of other Shark cordless vacuums we do recommend in this general category and price range, but this one underperforms for what it costs. If you want something that does better than this in most of the tests that matter, at about half the price, the Levoit LVAC 200 is our current best budget pick on our top 10 cordless vacuums list on our website, vacuumwars.com. Links in the description, and be sure to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you go. Thanks for watching.
Vacuum Wars independently tests new vacuums year-round, and the links in the description are updated regularly to reflect our latest top picks across multiple categories. You'll also find detailed rankings on the Vacuum Wars website, including our top 20 robot vacuums, top cordless vacuums, and more. Every review here is unsponsored, just honest results. Subscribe so you never miss one, and tap the next video to keep watching.